Immerse yourself in the fascinating and sometimes mysterious story of Charlene of Monaco, from her early days in South Africa to her role as princess in the heart of the principality. Discover the defining moments, trials, and triumphs of this woman who captivated the world. An exclusive account that blends glamour, drama, and royal destiny. Charlene of Monaco, born Charlene Lynette Wittstock, is much more than just a face behind a royal title. Her story, which begins thousands of kilometers from the Mediterranean, in the vast landscapes of South Africa, is one of dramatic transformation, from an ordinary life marked by a passion for sport to a royal destiny placed in the global spotlight. From a young age, Charlene grew up in an environment where discipline, effort, and perseverance were essential. Her love of swimming, discovered at an early age, propelled her towards a promising sporting career. She trained relentlessly, logging hours in the pool, braving fatigue, and pushing herself to the limits to achieve excellence. Her determination led her to represent South Africa at international competitions, including the Sydney Olympic Games in 2000, a crowning achievement for this young athlete with a fighting spirit. It was during these sporting careers that she crossed paths, by chance at an aquatic event, with Prince Albert II of Monaco. This encounter, initially discreet, evolved over the years into a relationship followed by the media with almost obsessive interest. Each appearance together, each smile exchanged in front of the cameras became a subject of analysis, fueling rumors and speculation about a romance between the Crown Prince and the Olympic swimmer. Their relationship strengthened despite the distance and the different worlds in which they lived. Charlene, who is generally reserved, learned to navigate the sometimes turbulent waters of media attention. She faced inevitable comparisons with the legendary memory of Princess Grace, Albert's mother, a timeless icon whose shadow still hovers over the rock. The royal wedding in 2011 attracted worldwide attention. Millions of viewers watched the union between the sovereign prince and the former swimming champion live. Images of Charlene in a sumptuous gown, her expression both moved and melancholic, quickly went viral, fueling both admiration and questions about her true feelings. The years that followed were marked by a mixture of moments of grace and difficulty. Charlene embraced her role as princess with a sincere commitment to causes close to her heart, including child protection, the fight against drowning, and supporting athletes. She founded the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation, which carries out humanitarian and educational projects around the world, carrying the voice of the principality far beyond its borders. But behind the protocol and official obligations, Charlene's personal life is often scrutinized and commented on. The media regularly discuss her extended absences, her stays in South Africa, and leave a veil of mystery hanging over her state of health and her relationship with Prince Albert. In 2021, a serious ant infection forced her to stay away from Monaco for many months, fueling new rumors. Her return to the Rock, after a difficult convalescence, is scrutinized as a diplomatic and emotional event. Charlene, sometimes perceived as distant, occasionally reveals a sensitivity on edge. Her face, often impassive during official ceremonies, lights up when she is surrounded by her children, Crown Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella. This strong maternal bond shines through in her rare confidences, where she expresses the absolute priority she gives to their well-being. The princess must also deal with the complexity of life in Monaco, a wealthy and worldly microstate where every gesture is observed, commented on, and interpreted. She juggles between rigid protocol, her desire for personal commitment, and the immense expectations her role arouses. She embodies, in her own way, a discreet modernity within a monarchy that cultivates its traditions. Charlene's story is also one of adaptation. Going from the simple life of an athlete to that of a sovereign princess means giving up certain freedoms, constantly controlling her image, and living with the weight of the symbol. She has achieved this transformation, sometimes with clumsiness, often with dignity, always in full view. Today, Charlene continues to forge her own path, between humanitarian commitments, official performances, and moments of withdrawal necessary to preserve her balance. Her complex personality, made of strength and fragility, fascinates as much as it intrigues. Behind the princess, there is the woman, with her joys, her sorrows, and her aspirations, who tries to reconcile duty and authenticity. And perhaps therein lies the true enigma of Charlene. How does she manage to remain herself in a world where everything is codified, where every smile and every silence are scrutinized? This question, which haunts journalists and admirers, may not have a simple answer, but it continues to fuel the mystery surrounding this essential figure of Monaco. So, after so many rumors, moments of light and shadow, who is Charlene of Monaco really?